Hello, my name is Austin, and I'm the founder of Shinzo Labs. Today, I'm going to walk you through several new announcements from the team at Anthropic related to the release of Opus 4.5, as well as several key changes to the Claude applications, including Claude Code and Claude Desktop. So first up, I'll be reacting to the announcement of Claude Opus 4.5.
Hey, I'm Sholto. I'm an engineer and researcher here at Anthropic. Claude Opus 4.5 is our best model yet. It's the best in the world at coding, agentic tasks, and everyday work like spreadsheets. What's harder to show is how it just gets it.
It just gets it.
I trust this model more. My time between interventions keeps getting longer, and I keep seeing colleagues say it solved a bug that Sonnet never could have found. The model's also more efficient, because it knows when to think before acting so that it makes the right change. We've got this take-home. It's a 2-hour intensive engineering task, and in that time, the model scored higher than any human ever has. It's also much better at front-end, it's way better at vision, and that makes it a lot better at using computers. Opus 4.5 is available today. For the first time, it's on every major cloud platform. Let us know what you think.
Okay, so some initial thoughts. I do think that Opus 4.5 seems like a big announcement. I think just from that short example, it's hard to tell what benefits the model brings to the coding environment in general, and like what the benchmarks really look like. But at first glance, it sounds like it's just an all-round better model when you're dealing with high-level coding tasks. Next, I'll be reacting to Claude Opus 4.5 solving a puzzle game. This should be really interesting. Oh my gosh, okay. You've inherited a mysterious vault from your eccentric locksmith ancestor. The vault contains a series of mathematically encoded locks that guard each other. Unlock the vault to retrieve its hidden treasure. Okay, Sonnet 4.5 versus Opus 4.5. Honestly, they have the context window. Very nice. Ah, okay. What this is uh, there's the concept of traditional tool calling where you have a full set of tools in the MCP server interface. And so when the agent is running and fielding requests, it will have the knowledge of every single tool request available or like tool available to the agent, even if 90 to 95% of those tools are not actually useful for the given request. With tool searching, the idea is that you search for the tools that you need based on the additional context provided and only surface the subset of tools that the agent is likely to use. So this helps you cut back significantly on the context required for the agent to solve the problem because you're cutting out all the fat of tools that are not useful for that given request. Okay, traditional tool calling. Now programmatic tool calling. Success. Okay, so what just happened there was that in traditional agentic use, every single tool call is a request that's made to an MCP server, and then the response is pushed back into context, and then you have the agent follow up with additional requests that it can make. With programmatic tool use, the agent will actually use code to produce a complete workflow that connects all of the tools together and then only returns the final result into the context window. So if you have a multi-step pipeline with a very large amount of data, you don't have to repeatedly push and pull that data into and out of the context, blowing through your context use or your context window. You simply just have the agent write a single piece of code that hooks all of these together in a single pipeline, and then all you see is the initial request going in, and then the final contents of the status on the other side. Okay, next up we have multiple puzzles. Okay, and then in general, it's just showing us that Opus 4.5 gets through all of the locks faster in the end. Great to see. Okay. And now we see the final tally of results between Sonnet 4.5 and Opus 4.5. So we see that the context usage by Opus 4.5 is almost 90% reduced with the combination of tool search and programmable tool use. And then as far as the total billable tokens goes, it's even more than that. So it's greater than 90% reduction in total billable tokens. And because of the programmatic pipeline generation, it actually responds faster in terms of total latency and round trip completion time. And the final one, the total cost goes down by about 80% based on this example. I'm not at all surprised by that. Awesome. Okay, now we have a very quick video, just a 20-second clip about Claude Code on Desktop. Chill lo-fi vibes, I like it. Okay, switch to code mode. Now we see that we can send in requests to a local work tree and then execute Claude Code directly through the app. Yeah, I'm really excited by that because I use Claude Desktop and Claude Code almost every day. And it's always very jarring when I have to switch from one application to the next and essentially just disrupt my workflow. So it's really exciting that we're going to be able to use all of the different AI tools within the same interface. All right, and the last video I'll be reacting to seems to be about Claude and its usage of different software integrations for other services. Again, with the lo-fi beats, love it. Okay, we start with calendar, build a strategy deck, upload some files. All right. All right, going through the deck, writing step-by-step guide to do so. Aha, open in PowerPoint. All right, I like that. Wait, cut down on time. Comp analysis. I'm assuming this will integrate with some other software tool. Okay, fetching some market data. Excel, of course. And then you clear up your schedule just like that, and now you can go to the gym when you need to. Work on the going through all the steps as expected, and Microsoft Word. All right, so this is all related to Microsoft Word app or like Windows applications. Very nice. Aw, and now you can have your team lunch at the park. Look at that. Although if this was actually your boss, they would just ask you to pick up more work, because when you have more free time, you have more work to fill it. But yeah, that's really exciting too. I think that with all of the new developments with agentic tools, it's really exciting to see how we can connect these to our other software services so that you don't just copy and paste context in and out of your applications all the time. You can just export it directly to your workspaces in other apps. So I'm really excited by all the changes that Anthropic has made. I think they're definitely a plus for the ecosystem and moving in the right direction. And I'm excited to see what they do next.